What's up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1,
and we're back at it again, answering your questions in another installment of For the Greater.
And in this, so this is a series where we answer the questions of you guys, our subscribers. You comment down below, and we answer them for you next week. Don't forget to put question in front of your question so that we can get to those first. It's easier for us to filter through them if it's like that. So Hellbecken says, who do you think is the strongest Primarch physically? Now, you said, who do I think? Because I think there's well, you guys put it in the comments, but in the book Vulcan Lives, Vulcan is the strongest Primarch, second only to the Emperor. But you gotta remember that most books say...
They say what they want to say,
yeah,
for the sake of the story.
Yeah.
So in our own individual opinion, I would say Ferrus Manus, because this dude literally has metal arms, like... Come on.
Yeah. I would say Angron.
Because anger fuels rage and strength.
Yeah, and he was like a beast. He fought a lot of, or he saved the life of Lorgar. He went toe-to-toe with Gilliman.
He fought against Leman Russ.
Yeah, so he's fought a lot of other Primarchs, and he's come out on top. And it's all because he's just a beast. I think he encompasses the war aspect of like brutality and close combat that the Emperor has or whatever. So that's my take on it, and that's his take on it. Who do you think is the strongest Primarch? And don't give me some bullshit like Lorgar. Lorgar got his ass beat every single time he got in a fight.
Hey, he beat a freaking Avatar of Cain and a Bloodthirstier back to back.
He got his ass beat by Gilliman.
He did.
And Fulgrim. Yeah. Fulgrim is a lady boy.
He had to get his son, like he was saved. No, Korax literally impaled him and he was about to get cut in half, but Conrad Kurz had to save him. Lorgar, come on, man.
Yes.
Anyway, let's continue on with the questions.
Mm-hmm.
This one's by Ricardo dos Anjos.
Oh.
Dear One Mind Syndicate, that's us.
Yes.
What would you do individually if you were possessed by each of the gods, both chaos and otherwise? For example, Sound Alchemist, would you go on a bloody, shooty, slashy rampage if Gork and Mork possessed you? Same for Slanesh. Also, how the bloody hell does one spell Gersh1?
So the easy answer is G-U-R-S-H, and then you put a space, O-N-E. That's how you spell my name. Now the other question, so if you were possessed by other chaos gods? Because Gork and Mork aren't chaos gods.
No, I said chaos gods. Chaos and gods.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if I was possessed by Gork and Mork, they would give me visions, just like Godskool Thraka, and I would become the prophet of the Green Tide. And they would prophesize that I should go into the Eye of Terror and battle Coronet demons so that my orcs can become huge, or my knobs can become huge monsters, creatures like the ones in the book The Beast Arises. Which I got a beef with that book, because in that book they said that there were orc knobs the size of buildings. That's some bullshit. Now that doesn't sound cool. Can you imagine an orc walking around the size of a building? That's not menacing, it looks goofy.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but because weren't they big enough where they could actually pick up the Emperor and he was like as big as their hands?
Really?
That's what I heard.
That would be cool if that was a war boss, but like they come out with some bullshit that the war boss was like as big as a sky, like Godzilla size.
So like King Kong.
Yeah.
It's basically Kong, Green Kong.
But I don't want a war boss that looks like King Kong. Like I want the biggest I want a war boss to be is like maybe a two-story house, a two-story house
building,
max.
Dude, that's a building.
But I don't want a skyscraper site. Like I don't want him to climb that. What is it? The top. What is it? The Empire State Building. That just looks dumb.
They could climb hive cities. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. But what would you do if you got possessed by?
If I was possessed by Gork and Mork, I would do something similar to you. I'd go into a planet and basically just chill, become friends with the population, and then when they're all asleep, slaughter them all. That way I become famous saying I'd be the warlord who was given the power by Gork and Mork to kill an entire planet's population in a single night.
So you're going the route of what's his name?
Cunning. No, I want to be cunning yet brutal, not brutally cunning.
Yep.
So is that Gork or is that Mork?
It's Mork.
Oh.
That's cool. And then if I was possessed by a chaos god, I would just want a gift from the chaos god, like I don't know, mutations of some sort.
There is this one sword by Zeech. It's like you can slit armor and shields, and then it materializes once it's actually inside the body, so you can like bypass armor and all that and go straight for the squishy parts.
Straight for the jugular.
Straight for the squiggly spooch.
Speaking about going straight for the squiggly spooch, John Redcorn says, if you can punch anyone in the Warhammer 40k universe, who would it be? And also, who is the fastest rapper out? Twista, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Bone Thugs, or Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes is pretty quick.
He is, but we're from Chicago, and I don't really like Twista.
I thought, wasn't Eminem for like, I think it was Rap God or something like that? He got in the book of Guinness World Records, didn't he?
I didn't know that. But I like Busta Rhymes, so I'm gonna go with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, between those three, I'd say Busta.
Yeah.
What was the other question?
So who would you punch in the Warhammer 40k universe?
I
would punch the Emperor.
He's already dead. It's like
Well,
you're hitting somebody when they're down.
Well, because I've always I would want to be in front of the Golden Throne, look at the Emperor, and then just punch him.
Just sock him.
Yeah.
Before you get impaled by the custodians and all that.
Yeah. So just to see what happens. Because what if I do land the punch and his jaw comes off and his brain falls out and then he dies?
Or what if that punch is what he needs for him to come back?
Yeah, I go to punch and then some crazy gravitational warp energy pushes my hand back. And then he becomes the Emperor once again.
Or what if with that punch, his essence goes into you and you become the Emperor?
Yeah, then that would be super badass. I'll launch another great crusade. I'll call it Gersh's Crusade.
That's original. Who would I punch? Goj Van Dyer. Because I was listening to this guy's lore on the Adepta Sororitas, and that dude's a dick.
Yeah.
He's like, praise me, I have holy powers, but in reality, he was just using some force field thingy. Yeah.
He's like every cult leader ever existed put into one.
Right.
He had a group of bitches, and that's all he did.
That's right, yeah.
Next question. This
one is by Adolf Swimler Prod. Can demon princes be redeemed? Hell no. That's you're so deep in chaos, there's no turning back by that point.
Yeah, you're mutated to the point where if you were to push away the chaos god, you'll die.
Mm-hmm. So in a way, Magnus is kind of stuck.
Yeah. Unless GW throws out some craziness. King231190. What happened to music and entertainment in Warhammer 40k? It still exists. Just like in today's world, music, you find music and entertainment all over. Guardsmen sing when they're out in battle or whatever to bring up morale. Pleasure worlds cultivate entertainment.
Yeah. Again, GW is focusing on the war aspect, the grim dark part, and there's not much room for that kind of stuff.
Right.
This one is by Chaos Marine 55. What form or shape of power weapon do you prefer? Swords, axes, spears, etc.
I would want a staff because it looks cool.
Not a spear, just a staff.
Right, yeah. So some Jackie Chan shit where I throw it out and I hit two people in the face, and then there's people running up the stairs, but then I go I put the staff down the stairs and go like that, and they all fall down the stairs.
Like domino.
Yeah, like dominoes.
I'd go with just a plain old sword. I always liked them. It looks cool. It's conventional. It works. And he has one more question. Which Space Marine chapter do you despise the most?
Grey Knights.
The Word Bearers. Because again, it's like I feel like they always get pushed to the back, even though they got great lore and stuff. But you never see them out in the battlefield. Like, when was the last time you actually played against word bearers?
Exactly. Nobody plays word bearers. This question comes from Harry Anderson. What other Primarchs will return, and which would you like to see return the most? I would love to see Vulcan.
Vulcan, definitely.
Just to bring, like, power to people, I guess. Because he's, like, all about saving hive cities and shit.
Yeah.
So it'd be really cool to see him come out. And I bet he'll be a cool model.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of, like, scaly skins and...
Hopefully he has, like salamander guard or something like that. It'd look cool.
He's riding on a salamander, which is really a dragon.
Austin Palmer. Have you ever played the very dangerous game of 2 eels, 1 cave?
No. What is that?
Think Slanesh.
2 eels, 1 cave.
2 eels, 1 cave.
Oh. Whoa, man. Next question comes from Rexplode. If the Tau are a long-lost colony of the Necrons' original race, do the Necrons know this? If so, what do you think about the Tau? That's actually a really good concept. I never thought about that. Yeah, so what if the Tau are Necrontyr? That never actually devoted themselves to the Star Gods.
Right. That's pretty cool.
And it makes sense too because the Necrontyr didn't have any warp signature, and they hated the fact that, well, the one thing that kills that idea though is Necrontyr were notorious for dying very, very quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Tau don't. Like, I'm pretty sure they have like your standard lifespan.
Right. Yeah. I want to say their lifespan is about 100 years, but I'm not too sure.
For the Tau?
Yeah. It might have just been like in a book somewhere. Doesn't apply anymore.
But yeah, it's a really good concept. Yeah. Next question.
All right. This one's by Emperor Richard. Hey, One Mind. I was wondering, when's your next giveaway? Well, we kind of answered that throughout the week because we've been doing subscriber appreciation giveaways. So hopefully you win something.
And then next month we're gonna have another giveaway.
Right.
It's going to be a Xenos giveaway because you guys requested it. Well, one person requested it. Darnage1. Could you rank the greatest and the worst of the different empires at their peaks? The old ones, Necrons, Eldar, humans. It's funny because you did. You ranked them the way that I would rank them. So the old ones first because they created the webway.
Yeah.
Necrons next because they dominated and destroyed the old ones, but didn't really get control of warp travel. And then the Eldar, because the Eldar were able to live long enough, but they didn't actually kill the Necrons. The Necrons actually just fell asleep. Mm-hmm. And then humans are next, because the humans aren't as psychically powerful as the Eldar. But yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Cause King 555. How many people in the Imperium believe in faith healing? All of them.
Yeah, pretty much. This one's by Motor SX. I would love to see some of your battle reports. That's not a question. Anyway, yeah, we do have battle reports. We've actually got a playlist with all the ones we've done before, and you can check those out.
Yep. And then once that one box set comes out, I think we might do some battle reports where it's like they're copying Necromunda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny S. What kind of music do you guys listen to? We like to listen to Dawn of War soundtrack while we're playing the game. That's really fun to do. And then we like to throw in the little, like, what is it called? The orcs saying stuff like, boys, 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 boys.
Kind of like a ska in orc.
Yeah.
Star Jumper. What if the Swarm Lord is actually the reincarnation of a Primarch's DNA that the Swarm had eaten long ago? Since the Tyranids consume and store DNA, they have been able to adapt to warrior creatures based on this concept. The Swarm Lord is a singular entity that appears when the hive mind needs him the most. He's unstoppable in close combat, a tactical genius, has his own free will, and he hates the Ultramarines. That actually makes sense. Because if it is a Primark from like the Lost Legions, the 2nd or the 11th, a lot of their Space Marines got inducted into the Ultramarines after they died or got lost or whatever. So it could that could be why the Swarm Lord hates the Ultramarines, because he sees his own warriors in there, and it's like, they were mine. So I don't know. That's a cool idea, cool thought.
Yep. The Camel. What character from the Eldar Imperium and Orc race do you think would make a great WWE wrestler, and what would their stage name be? So an Orc would be probably the best WWE wrestler, and his name would be like The Ripper. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could actually see somebody wrestling an Orc. If it was an Eldar, they'd kind of have to be like quick and fast, so probably they'd be called the Lightning. And if it was an Astarte, it'd probably be like John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah.
Isaac Cordova. Like some humans converted to the Tau, have the humans converted to the Eldar? Nope.
No.
Eldar don't like humans. They see them as like icky.
No, they're like beneath them. They're rubbish underneath their boot.
The only known Imperial person is, what's the dude who's in the Black Library? He's an Inquisitor.
Oh,
He's part of the was he part of the Illuminati? No.
I don't think so. But I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
Yeah, so there's been some Imperial Inquisitors that have, like, become friends with Eldar, but it's not even like the Eldar of Craft Worlds, it's Harlequins.
Right.
And it's all because I'm guessing the Harlequins want to use them for whatever type of ulterior means they have, you know? But yeah. Those were the questions for this week. Thank you so much for sending them our way. If you have more questions, comment down below. And if you guys want your question to be answered for sure, check out our Patreon page, because we do another version of this, but Patreon exclusive.
That's right. Don't forget to check out our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook pages for more 40k content. And keep on liking. As always, I am the Sound Alchemist,
Gershwin,
The Window, and we are out of here.